Good morning, children. Let's continue with the lesson En route to America. Now, in the previous session, we were uh, actually talking about how the writer Nayanthara Sahgal, together with her sister, were on their way to America. Now, it was days when the war was going on, okay, and of course, the beginning, since they had not been on a ship, they found it very, very difficult, adjusting to the movement or the motion of the ship. Okay, and also the cabin that was given to them was very, very crowded, and they had to share it with two missionary ladies. In the beginning, they had become very, very seasick, and but later on they became adjusted to the movement of the ship, and they also had begun to enjoy, looking at the beautiful panoramic view of the sea. They'd also begun to enjoy the food in the ship. Now, as the writer was just standing on the deck admiring the sea, a young soldier, began to brought out conversation with her, and both of them began to talk about their own countries. Okay, so let's continue with that lesson. Now, you weren't born there. So that's the soldier. The soldier is asking the writer, you weren't born there, that is, in India. Yes, as a matter of fact, I was. Were your parents missionaries? This was really too much. Didn't it occur to him that I could be an Indian? So this young soldier had so many questions to ask her. Okay, he had a doubt whether she was born in India and whether her parents were missionaries. Okay, so no, I replied curtly, they are not missionaries. I'm an Indian. I was born in India and I have lived there all my life. Okay, so no, I replied curtly. That is, she was not ashamed also. Okay, so she replied saying that her parents were not missionaries, that she was an Indian and she was born in India and she's lived in India all her life. Now, who would have thought that? Was this unabashed rejoinder. So, you speak English as well as I do. So, this young soldier was very, very astonished to find that, okay, that she also could speak English so well. Okay, so I tried to think of a withering reply. So she wanted to put him down actually, okay, to make him feel very, very silly. So she tried to think of a withering reply to this, but he had begun asking questions again. So, but he went on asking her questions. So he was rather very, very inquisitive. Are you going to school in the States? He continued, oblivious of my cool silence. Okay, so now she was wondering why he was asking her so many questions. Okay, so he was not aware, okay, of something. Okay, so he wanted to ask her whether she was going to school in the States. And of course, she said, no, I'm going to college. He chuckled and said, same thing, in the States, we call it school. Okay, so he said that, of course, in the States, for college, even for college, they call it school in the United States. And then, as if it has suddenly occurred to him, he added, how come you decided to go abroad at a time like this? Okay, suddenly this question came to him. He was wondering why she was going to the States at this time of at this time, that is that is the war time. Okay, as war was going on, he was wondering why she decided to go abroad. Because I'm not allowed to study at home, I replied. You see, at home, students have to promise not to take part in political activities. Okay, so Nayanthara Sahgal, okay, she belonged to a political, family. Okay, so her answer was that she was not allowed to study at home. That is, they have to promise that they are not going to take part in political activities. Okay, being in a political family, okay, you can't keep away from political happenings that are taking place around. So students had to promise that they will not take part in political activities. Political activities, he was bewildered. So he was wondering, how come students and they have to take part, they are taking part in political activities? So he's very, very confused. I thought to myself, for the past 9 months, my family has been in jail for wanting the country to be free. Okay, so she was wondering, she began to think for herself that for the last say 9 months, her family had been in jail for wanting the country to be free. Okay, and nobody outside India knows anything about it. So she was wondering, all the things that happen in India, the world will know. She was thinking that whatever happens, whatever activities, whatever political happenings, whatever wars, okay, that the people of India are fighting for their freedom, everything will be known to the world outside. So this was what the writer thought. Out aloud, I patiently explained. You see, at home, we are not allowed to say what we think. If anyone says he wants freedom for India, he gets locked up in prison. Okay, so she explained to the soldier very, very patiently. She told him, see, at home, they are not allowed to say whatever comes to their mind, whatever they think, they're not allowed to speak. Because in case he talks about here freedom for India, he gets locked up in prison, he will be sent to jail. Okay? My companion whistled his surprise. You don't say. And here I've been away from home for a year fighting a war for freedom. It's enough to make Hitler laugh up his sleeve. Okay, so he was very, very surprised. Okay, he was thinking. So here, if they talk about anything about freedom for country, they'll be jailed. And here he says he has been away from home for a year fighting a war for freedom. I could not express a giggle. Okay, so sorry, I could not suppress a giggle. So it almost made her giggle. Okay, she could not suppress her laughter. You giggle just like an American girl, he said in pleasant surprise. Okay, so he found her, giggling just like the way American girls do. I see, then there must be hope for me. So the writer said, okay, so now she thought, okay, there is going to be some hope for her in America. The young soldier laughed good-humoredly. Okay, so I'm sorry if I've been too inquisitive. Okay, so he excused himself. He said sorry for being too very inquisitive. That is, he had been very, very curious. He was talking to her. Okay, he was extracting a lot of information for her. So he excused himself and he told her that he was sorry for being very, very curious. But honestly, I can hardly believe I'm among human beings again. So it had been a long time. He had been away from home for almost a year. Okay, fighting a war. And finally he was alive. He found himself, you know, found himself talking to people. Okay, so he told her that he could hardly believe that he was among human beings again. So it was after a long time that he has been talking to someone, so very pleasantly. Okay, you can't imagine what it feels like to be going home after a year in the Pacific War. So he tells her that it feels great. Okay, he feels good that he's after all returning home after a year fighting a war in the okay. So that is after a year in the Pacific War. So he feels good to be back home, okay, after fighting a war. I was suddenly ashamed of myself for the abrupt way I'd been speaking to him. So the writer suddenly feels very, very ashamed because of the way she was speaking to him. If he could come out of war laughing and joking, there must be more to him than I had imagined. Okay, so she felt that here she was, coming, in the midst of a war. Okay, her own country was, fighting a war with Britain. Okay, so she thought this man had been fighting for a year. Okay, and even after that, he's laughing and joking. So she thought there must really be something more to him. Okay, so more than what she had imagined. There must be something to a country that could produce young men like him. Okay, so she hasn't been to America. So she felt if all people, there has to be really something to this country that produces young men like him. So looking at him, laughing and joking even after a year in war. Okay, if he has to be, if he is coming from a country, okay, that is America, there has to be something more to this country. Okay, he interrupted my thoughts. I was thinking of what you said about India a while back. Okay, so she was just thinking about this. She was thinking about the country that she was going to go. Okay, but as she was just busy thinking about that, he interrupted her thoughts. I was thinking of what you said about India a while back. We Americans don't know much about the East. So he told her that Americans do not know anything about the East. That is, whatever is happening in the East, they just do not know anything about it. This war is teaching us a lot. Will you tell me more about your country? Okay, so this war is teaching them a lot of things. So he wanted her to tell him more about her country, that is India. It was getting cold in the deck. So we went back to the mess room to continue our talk about India and America. So as it was getting cold on the deck, both of them went to the mess room and they continued their talk about their own countries. That is, the writer began to talk about India, and the young soldier was busy talking about, America. Okay, so I suppose, children, you have understood the lesson here. Here we have few questions based on this passage. Okay, I've taken it from here. I thought to myself to okay, so I've taken it from here. I thought to myself to laugh good humoredly. Okay, so look at the first question. Whose family had been in jail for the past 9 months? Okay, so we have it here. For the past 9 months, my family has been in jail. So whose family is the writer's family? Who's the writer? The writer is Nayanthara Sehgal. Okay, the writer Nayanthara Sehgal's family had been in jail for the past 9 months. Why were the writer's family in jail? Okay, so why were they in jail? Look at the answer here. For wanting their country to be free. Okay, so what's the answer? The writer's family were in jail for wanting their country to be free. Third one, how long had the young soldier been away from home? Why? Okay, so here's the answer. Okay, look at this. My companion whistled in his surprise. You don't say. And here I've been away from home for a year fighting a war for freedom. Okay, so how long had the young soldier been away from home? The young soldier had been away from home for a year. Why? For a year fighting a war for freedom. Okay? Now, you giggle just like an American girl, he said in pleasant surprise. Write an indirect speech. Okay? So, here's a sentence here. You're going to write it in indirect speech. Okay? So, your answer is, he exclaimed in pleasant surprise that I giggled just like an American girl. At home, we are not allowed to say what we think. Write as an affirmative sentence. Okay? So, when you write as an affirmative sentence, see that there's no change in meaning. Okay? So, at home, we are not allowed to say what we think. As an affirmative sentence, okay? At home, we are disallowed to say what we think. Okay? So, here, not allowed. We are going to write as an affirmative sentence without any change in meaning. So, it will be disallowed. So, the answer is, at home, we are disallowed to say what we think. Okay, children? So, I suppose you have understood this lesson. Okay? We'll continue with this in the next session. Till then, thank you.